Hello everybody. Now we are going to perform an experiment to calibrate a given single phase induction type energy meter. The aim of this experiment is to calibrate and testing of a single phase induction type energy meter. Coming to the apparatus required, in order to perform this experiment, we require energy meter, voltmeter, ammeter, resistive load, stopwatch, single phase variac and connecting wires. Energy meter is having the meter constant of 3200 revolutions per kilowatt hour. This is the meter constant of this energy meter. Okay, type of this energy meter is induction type. Okay, coming to voltmeter, the range of voltmeter is 0 to 300. Here in this experiment we use 0 to 300 volts range of voltmeter. Next we use ammeter. It is having the range of 0 to 10 amps. Here we use resistive load. Okay, this load carries from 1 amps to 5 amps current. And here we use stopwatch to measure time. Taken by the energy meter to complete 10 revolutions. It is used for the measurement of time taken by the energy meter to complete 10 revolutions. Here we use single phase variac or auto transformer. It is having the range of 0 to 270 volts. And we use connecting wires. Coming to the circuit diagram. Okay, this is the circuit diagram to perform this experiment. Okay, here we apply 230 volts AC supply, single phase AC supply to this circuit. Okay, here this is energy meter. This energy meter is having 4 terminals. Okay, these two are source side terminals, these two are load side terminals. These two terminals are connected to the load and these two terminals are connected to the source. Okay, here we place voltmeter which reads voltage. Okay, here 230 volts is given to this single phase variac. This is single phase variac or auto transformer. Okay, slowly you can vary voltage from 0 to rated voltage. Okay, by using this variac you can apply rated voltage. Okay, here we have voltmeter to measure voltage. Okay, by using this voltmeter we will come to know whether we apply rated voltage or not. Okay, so by varying this single phase variac we can apply rated voltage, which can be seen on this meter. Okay, here it is energy meter, which is having meter constant of 3200 revolutions per kilowatt hour. Meter constant K is equal to number of revolutions per kilowatt hour. Okay, from that we can get energy measured by this energy meter. Okay, K is equal to number of revolutions per kilowatt hour. Then kilowatt hour is equal to kilowatt hour of energy consumption will be equal to number of revolutions by meter constant. Okay, anyhow here we are taking 10 revolutions. We are considering 10 revolutions. Okay, so energy consumed, energy measured by this energy meter will be equal to 10 revolutions by 3000 revolutions per kilowatt hour. Okay, that is the energy measured by this energy meter. Okay, this is the instrument which is under test. Okay, this is the instrument which is under test. Okay, then we can find true energy with the help of voltmeter, ammeter and time measured by stopwatch. Okay, V into I into 1. Anyhow here we use resistive load, means power factor will be equal to 1. Okay, voltage into current into power factor 1. Okay, that is voltmeter reading into ammeter reading into 1 gives power. Power into time taken by time taken by energy meter to complete 10 revolutions. Power into time will be equal to energy. So we can measure true energy with the help of voltmeter reading, ammeter reading and time measured by stopwatch for 10 revolutions. Okay, this measures energy, which will be measured value, and this and stopwatch, the voltmeter, ammeter and stopwatch will measure true value, true energy. Okay, so you are going to compare energy measured by this energy meter and true power getting from voltmeter, ammeter and stopwatch. Okay, voltmeter reading into ammeter reading into time taken to complete 10 revolutions will be true energy. Okay, you are going to find percentage error to compare these two values, measured value and true value. Okay, by increasing load, by increasing the load gradually from 1 amps to 5 amps, we note down all readings. Okay, voltmeter reading, ammeter reading and time taken to complete 10 revolutions. Okay, we find percentage error for different loads. Coming to the procedure, make the connections as per the circuit diagram. Connections are given as per the circuit diagram. Keep the auto transformer at 0 position. Before switching on the supply, you keep the auto transformer at 0 position. Then switch on the supply and 230 volts is given to the circuit. Now increase the input voltage gradually by rotating the auto transformer in clockwise direction. Slowly you increase the voltage, increase the applied voltage. Adjust the resistive load so that sufficient current flows in the circuit. Okay, first you apply 1 amp load, then you take all readings getting from voltmeter and ammeter and time taken by energy meter to complete 10 revolutions, which can be seen in stopwatch. Okay, by using stopwatch we can measure time taken by energy meter to complete 10 revolutions. Okay, note down the voltmeter and ammeter readings for different loads. Okay, by applying different loads. Okay, first you apply 1 amp load, then after 2 amp load, then after 3 amp load and finally 5 amp load. Okay, likewise for different loads you note down all readings, all voltmeter readings and ammeter readings, and you also note down the time taken to complete 10 revolutions using stopwatch. Okay, note down the time by using stopwatch for rotating the disc of the energy meter for 10 times at each load. Okay, time taken to complete 10 revolutions. You have to take the you have to note down the time taken by the energy meter to complete 10 revolutions using stopwatch. Okay, voltmeter reading into ammeter reading and time taken to complete, time taken by the energy meter to complete 10 revolutions using stopwatch will be true energy. Okay, energy measured by energy meter, that is nothing but 10 revolutions by 3200 revolutions per kilowatt hour, gives energy measured by energy meter, that is measured value. Okay, by applying different loads like this, you apply 1 amp load, this will be the reading of voltmeter, this will be the reading of ammeter, and anyhow you are going to measure time for 10 revolutions, number of revolutions will be 10 and time taken to complete 10 revolutions for 1 amp load is 41 seconds. Okay, anyhow measured energy will be equal to 10 revolutions by 3200 revolutions per kilowatt hour. You are going to get measured energy. Coming to true energy, voltmeter reading into ammeter reading into time taken by the energy meter to complete 10 revolutions. Okay, then you are going to get this much energy, that is true energy. Okay, voltmeter reading, ammeter reading and time gives true energy. Likewise, you increase the load in steps and take and note down all readings. Okay, next you take 2 amp load, note down voltmeter reading, ammeter reading and time taken to complete 10 revolutions, and you measure true energy. Sorry, you find true energy. Okay, true energy is nothing but voltmeter reading into ammeter reading and time taken by the energy meter to complete 10 revolutions. Here 19 seconds. Similarly, you apply 3 amps load, voltmeter reading into ammeter reading and time taken to complete 10 revolutions will be nothing but true energy. Okay, likewise you apply loads from 1 amp to 5 amps, then you can find true powers for different loads and you compare true energies for different loads and you compare all true energies with measured values. Okay, you compare these two values by finding percentage error. Measured value minus true value by true value into 100, you are going to get percentage error. Likewise, for different loads you are going to find percentage error. Okay, here this is meter constant. You know, K is equal to number of revolutions by kilowatt hour. Okay, sorry, it is K is equal to number of revolutions made by the disk by kilowatt hour. Okay, this is printed wrongly. Okay, so K is equal to number of revolutions made by the disk by kilowatt hour. Okay, then energy recorded by the meter under test, which is equal to number of revolutions by meter constant, which is equal to is equal to kilowatt hour. Okay, Rx by Kx. Rx means number of revolutions, Kx means meter constant, which is nothing but kilowatt hour. Okay, energy computed from the readings of the induction instruments. Okay, true power will be equal to voltmeter reading into ammeter reading into time. Okay, then you can find percentage error. Percentage error is equal to measured value. Measured value is nothing but number of revolutions taken by the energy meter by meter constant. Okay, this is measured energy getting from the energy meter which is under test. Okay, this is true energy. Okay, voltmeter reading into ammeter reading into time taken to complete 10 seconds, time taken to complete 10 revolutions. This is true energy by true energy into 100. Okay, so that you can find percentage error. This is all about the calibration of energy meter, calibration of single phase induction type energy meter. Thank you.
Hello students, this is the panel code to perform calibration of single phase energy meter. So let us observe the components in the panel. So this is MCB, which is to protect the panel from overcurrent production, and this is a fuse which is also to protect the board from high currents. Here you can see this dial is a auto transformer knob. Auto transformer is a variable voltage source. Okay, here you can see this is energy meter which is of induction type. Okay, here you can see panel meter which can be used to measure the voltage. Here is another panel meter which can be used to measure current. Here you can see a watt meter. Okay, and we will be having loads of 5 ampere rating, 1 ampere plus 2 plus 2. So this is a load of 5 ampere rating. So let us observe the circuit connections.
Proceed.
So let us observe the connections for energy meter. Here you can see input and output. So there are 2 terminals for input and 2 terminals for output. These 2 terminals can be supplied from auto transformer, and these 2 terminals will give load terminals. So let us observe the connections for wattmeter. Here you can see our wattmeter contains 4 terminals: M, L, C, V. M stands for main, L stands for line, C stands for common, V stands for voltage. Okay. In the operation, M and C are short circuited, and M will be supplied from the line, and line will be given to the load side. Voltage will be a shunt connection. Now let us observe the circuit diagram connections. We have already given the circuit connections, so let us observe them. So we are connecting the input of the energy meter with the supply. Here you can see these two terminals are connected to the input terminals of energy meter. Okay, and we are going to measure the input voltage, so that we are connecting a voltmeter across input terminals. Here you can see this is a voltmeter which is used to measure the input voltage. Okay, and we are going to measure the current at the load side of the energy meter. Here you can see this is the output terminal of energy meter, and a ammeter is connected in series with the output terminal of the energy meter. And we are going to measure power, so that we are going to measure the power here. You can see after ammeter we are connecting a wattmeter which is used to measure the power. Here the connections will be the negative terminal of ammeter is given to M, which is main, and M and C are short circuited using this black probe, and L is given to the load terminal. Here you can see, and the V is connected to the negative terminal of the output of energy meter, and the negative terminal of the load is connected to the negative terminal of output. Okay. Students, we are going to measure the meter constant error here to calibrate the energy meter. So, what is a meter constant? It is number of revolutions per kilowatt hour. Here, you can see the mentioned revolutions to get 1 unit of power, that is 3200 revolutions. That is, to get 1 unit of energy, the meter has to rotate 3200 revolutions. So, we can't wait to get 3200 RPM, so which is very long. So we are calculating the meter constants based on 10 revolutions, and we are calculating the meter constant according to that value. Okay. So here we cannot see any disc, so we can't calculate the revolutions physically. So here the meter is given with a LED which blinks for every revolution. For 1 revolution, this light will blink once. For 2, it blinks twice. Okay. So this blinking of LED indicates the number of revolutions. So let us perform the experiment. So in order to perform the experiment, we need to turn on the MCB here. We need to turn on the MCB by putting this to upside. Okay. We can see a indicator which indicates the supply. Okay. So let us vary the variac so that rated voltage will be applied. Here I am applying the variac. You can see the reading in the voltmeter, but I am increasing the variac voltage so that you can see the voltage up to 230 volts. I am applying the voltage using variac. You can see the voltage as 230 volts. Okay. So I have applied rated voltage to the energy meter. Okay. Here you can see the number of revolutions LED is not blinking because load is not applied. So in order to apply load, you have to switch this terminal. That is 1 ampere load. You can see the 1 ampere current through the output terminal of energy meter. Okay, and you can see the power measured. Okay, which is of order 180 watts. Okay, now you can see the blinking in the energy meter. You can see the blinking. That means we have applied the load, so the disk of the energy meter is rotating now. And we have to calculate the time taken to 10 revolutions by using a stopwatch. So here, what are the parameters we are going to note down are, we have to measure the input voltage, and we have to measure the load current and wattmeter reading, that is power, and number of revolutions, and time taken to revolve 10 times. Okay. Now let us measure the time taken to 10 revolutions. Okay. I will start. second revolution, third revolution, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. So here you can see it took 38 seconds for 10 revolutions. So we have to take down this reading. Okay. So let us increase the load on the energy meter by turning this to on position. You can see increase in the current, okay, which is of 2 amps. Now the revolutions speed will be increased, okay, because load on the energy meter has increased. So the speed of the revolution will also be increased. So now the third load also turned on. You can see the reading, which is 4.2. The rated current is 5 amps, and we can see the 4.2 amps in the ammeter reading, and the speed of the revolutions has been increased. You can see the blinking speed, it has increased from the first one. So this is how the number of revolutions calculated using the energy meter and stopwatch, voltmeter, ammeter, and we have to calculate the meter constant, and we have to find the error in the meter constant, that energy meter. So this is the calibration of energy meter. Since we are done with the experiment, we have to reduce the load on the meter gradually by turning up the load terminals, and we have to reduce the variac voltage to 0 position. You can see decrease in the voltmeter reading. So I have decreased the voltage to 0, and then you can turn off the MCB by tripping it.